In this video, we're going to talk about the HR checklist and things you should think about when you're doing your startup. If you want more information, make sure you subscribe below. So let's talk about an HR checklist for startups. What are some of the things that you should be looking for when you first start up your business within the HR arena? Number one, you're going to want to make sure that you're in compliance with whatever laws cover the specific industry that you're in. Number two, equity agreements. If your company is planning on issuing shares or stocks, you're going to want to make sure that you have in place the right agreements with the right terms before you start issuing those shares or equity. Number three, your employee handbooks, one of the most important parts of any business. There are lots of resources that can help you put together your handbook, but you're going to want to make sure that your particular handbook is following the specific rules for whatever state you're in, whatever jurisdiction you're in. Fourth, you're going to want to take a look at your payroll and your benefits. There are many laws that govern how you pay an employee. There's federal laws and there's state laws. So when you're putting together your payroll and deciding how you're going to want to pay people, make sure that you're looking into the laws or consulting with a lawyer in terms of how you should be paying them and how you should be classifying them before you put them on your payroll. Number five, your vendor agreements. Most people think that if you're doing service with a particular organization or provider that a verbal agreement is enough. I think that you really should have an agreement between someone who's coming into your company and that's going to be sharing information with them. You want to make sure there's confidentiality provisions, there's non-compete provisions if it's applicable, and just the more basic, who does this product or service belong to? Once a vendor puts a product together for you, do you own it or do they own it? Those are all terms that you should consider as part of your HR checklist when you're putting together your startup. Lastly, employment agreements. If you're going to have managerial level employees, you're going to want to make sure that you memorialize the terms of that particular arrangement or that relationship. So in your agreements, again, you're going to want to make sure that you have how they're being paid, what role they're playing, what are their day-to-day duties, what happens if there's a break in the relationship and you have to terminate them, what happens if they want to leave, what type of notices they should give, confidentiality provisions. Also, is this type of individual going to be privy to trade secret information? Are they going to be in a position where they can take the information and compete and start their own company? All those items are things that you should add to your HR checklist when you're hiring a managerial level employee. If you need help with anything on this checklist, please give us a call and we can set up a time to discuss this with you. If you want to stay up to date with the latest legal information and business news, make sure you subscribe below. In the next video, we're going to talk about 4 ways a startup can be sued.